It's a miracle, baby.
Yeah.
Miracle, miracle, serves. Miracle, miracle, serves. Miracle, miracle, serves. Miracle, miracle, serves.
We keep having all these problems. How we gonna solve them? Every day it's the same thing. All these unsolved issues, I guess it's official. Here we go again, the same old thing. And I'm tired of arguing and lying. So goodbye.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is June the 14th, 2024, and today the topic is Too Late or Never Too Late. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thursday. Mine was just fine. Yes, mine was good overall. Yesterday was a work day, so that was the main thing of significance. I ended up getting all of my tasks done with a little bit of time to spare. And that's mainly because we didn't have any meetings or anything yesterday, so that's one thing. And then we didn't have anything extra to set up for, things of that nature. Y'all be praying for my coworker, man. I don't know what's going on. I feel like the vibe has been a little weird lately. I'm like, man, what's going on, man? This is what happens when you get bumped up. Like, what? What's going on with you? I guess he's just been busy and working on his task, whatever the case may be. But whatever, my whole thing is, hopefully all is well. Yeah, outside of that, man, that was the main thing. NJ ended up going with me yesterday, which has been a while since that he's come with me on Thursdays, because if my husband is home, I just let him stay home. But since my husband was out there hustling in the streets yesterday, NJ came on with me, and he had some time with look in the baby's room, as they say. And apparently they did a lot. They made bird feeders. They did, I don't know, several crafts and art. So shout out to those ladies that do the child care during the week. That's an amazing thing. And it's good that, they're not just sitting there watching TV all day or something like that. Or, it seems like they're doing things of significance. That's probably why NJ considers the church to be school. But yeah. I got a chance to talk to my mom a little bit yesterday as well, man. Y'all keep her in prayer and everything she has going on with her ministry of inspirational outreach and things of that nature. Yeah, man, there's a lot of things on the horizon for them, so y'all can go and stay in touch and in tune by going to inspirational outreach on Facebook and things like that to keep up with some of the things they have going on. There's a revival coming up and much, much more. So yeah, man, a lot of things is being done for the kingdom, right? Anything else of significance from yesterday? Oh, I ended up having my third meeting with the business coach. I feel like it went well. We got a game plan together. It's so funny because I guess I don't know if he feels like I'm against everything he says. And I'm not. My whole thing is just wanting us to, make sure we have an understanding and stuff like that. So I think, again, our next steps has been to, maybe revamp some things that you guys have seen here on the GSL platform. Nothing will be changing in regards to like the weekly talk show or the daily inspiration. But you guys may see more intentional content real soon. And so, I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be good, and we're going to see what the Lord do. But yeah, man, those are the main things that I can think of from yesterday. I was up a lot, real late or real early this morning. Like, not to say I didn't go to sleep, because I did, but I ended up going to sleep like real late, like 2 or 3 or something like that. And matter of fact, I'm scheduled to do an episode of the GSL talk show a few minutes after this, or at least around 10. So yeah, yeah, your girl's, I don't know if you would say running behind, but I don't feel like I am. I mean, this juice is right on time for whoever needs it. And so, y'all, let's get into this conversation. Too late or never too late. This just came to me. I did the same thing I've been doing for the past few days. I was like, I need to do the juice. Let me go ahead, grab the juice journal, wrote down the normal stuff. And as soon as I finished writing down the date, too late came into my mind. And I'm like, oh Lord, too late. And then right after that, never too late came into my mind. So I'm like, which one? And so I went a little deeper. I plugged in, both phrases into openbible.info. The verses that came up wasn't necessarily resonating. So I started to think a little bit deeper than that. And I was like, okay, well, so I went over there to chat holybible.com. I know y'all like, girl, you always, yeah, I've been using that app. Shout out to those creators because it has been a great resource for me, at least lately. And yeah, so I went over to chatholybible.com and I was like, so which is more important for the kingdom? And I was like, to talk about, being too late or to talk about never too late. And obviously it gave me information about both. And as I was reading the information, I guess I had the revelation or the foresight or whatever it was, I guess confirmed to me that I should talk about both. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I ended up going a little bit deeper, looking into some particular verses that are centered around this. And yeah, man, because they both are significant to the kingdom when you look into it. So yeah, too late or never too late. So I looked up the word late. It's the common denominator in both of these phrases, right? Alongside of the word too. But anyway, I looked up the word late and it said, doing something or taking place after the expected, proper, or usual time. And then the second definition says belonging or taking place near the end of a particular time or period. So, I think we all know what the word late means, man. But, I just looked up the definition anyway, just seeing if there's anything of significance, which it is. Because both of those things can stand out and both of those definitions can, be resonating with you. Who knows? But now that we know what late means, let's check out these verses that were standing out to me this morning. So Isaiah 55:6 says, seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. So, yeah, man, as I was going deeper thinking about the importance of talking about being too late, right? I know one of the phrases that I've told you guys multiple times here on The Juice is that until we are dead, according to my understanding now, until we die, quote unquote, then it's never too late, right? I know people talk about, again, deathbed conversions and all these different things. So it's never too late, right, to receive the gift that Christ gave us and everything like that, right? It's never too late. But there is something significant, right, about being obedient, right? There's something significant about doing whatever you're supposed to be doing right then, right now, and not procrastinating. Again, I sit here and think all the time, where would I be if I did not go ahead and say, I'm going to get up and do daily inspiration on April 1st, 2020. Like, I don't know where I would be, like, knowing how much hinged on that particular decision, knowing that I wouldn't have met the International Dream Team, knowing that my books wouldn't have been published, knowing that the movie that I worked on wouldn't be out. Like, all these different things was hinged on that first decision to say, okay, I'm going to be obedient and get up and study in the morning, and I'm going to be accountable by sharing it. And here I am today. Look, what 13th season, 38 episodes, and again, just to remind you guys, the way I see a season here on the Juice in particular is every 100 episodes. So that means for 12 times thus far, I've done 100 episodes. That's just the Juice by itself. That's not even a GSL talk show. You know what I'm saying? That's not even any of the other content that's on the channel. So, to God be the glory for this, man. Matter of fact, I got a notification the other day that apparently GSL YouTube channel has reached 3,000 uploads. So there has been 3,000 videos uploaded to the GSL YouTube channel. Now, I might need to take down some of the stuff, to be honest, because I feel like, when I was working with someone else, they added some stuff that wasn't necessarily GSL. But regardless, right, the fact that, again, because things are so consistent, 3,000 videos, y'all, like, to me, again, this is the growth, right? This is the the 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Like this is the miracles to me. It might not be that big of a deal to somebody else, but when I think about what I tried to do alone, right? What I think about what I tried to do on my own, and back in the day when I first started getting on YouTube and just talking, and how I got discouraged and how I didn't stay consistent and things of that nature. To see me today, regardless of the views, regardless of the subscribers, be consistent and see the channel grow that much, just in content. I mean, these are the miracles, right? These are the things that blow my mind. And, sure, I hope and pray that, more people find the content. Yeah, I hope and pray that when people see it and things of that nature, that it encourages them and inspires them one way or another. But again, what it's done for me has been very significant as well. Like, and all of this came from obedience, right? All of this came from at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So yeah, is it too late for you? No. Like, again, you got breath, right? You can go ahead and do whatever it is today, whatever the Lord has put on your heart and mind to do. But I don't think we should, how can I say this? I think we take God's grace and mercy for granted. I think we just always think, ooh, tomorrow, ooh, I don't have to do it now, ooh, whatever. And then we get to the point of no return at some point. And unfortunately, there are people that, don't get the opportunity to have a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, on and on chance. Now, some of us get chance at the chance, of course. Everybody gets multiple chances, at least when it comes to God. But, again, we can sit here and say that, we can all sit here and think about people that have gone on before us. Young people that died young, or, people that was at the wrong place at the wrong time doing the wrong thing and did not get a second chance. Like, we can all sit here and think about individuals maybe in our life, our family, our friends that have experienced such things. And so knowing that, right, why do we take the chance? Like, why do we quote unquote roll the dice about, the things of God, and again, take his kindness for weakness, right? Take his grace and mercy for granted. I don't think we should do that. I don't think we should play like that. Hey, now it took me a while. I ain't gonna sit here and act. I tell y'all all the time. The cultivation period, that was years of study, years of growth, years of, God showing me, okay, you need to be and do different, right? And I'm still learning and growing every day. I'm in a whole nother cultivation period now, right? It was so funny. My, the business coach yesterday, he gonna say, so yeah, and then after, we work on this or whatever, then it's probably going to be time for your next book. And I'm like, oh, ain't nobody said nothing about me continuing the cultivation period. But at the same time, it's not, that foreign of an idea. Maybe the Lord does want me to continue it, maybe where I left off ain't good enough, right? Maybe he wants me to, share again what I'm experiencing now. So, and I got to be obedient, right? I got to choose to be obedient to that, and everything like that. So anyway, I hope you're encouraged and inspired by that, y'all. Let's not take God's kindness for weakness, and again, his grace and mercy for granted. Matter of fact, here goes Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. It says, do not put off until tomorrow what you can do today, because when tomorrow comes, today's troubles will be forgotten. And you will say, why did I not do it today? Man, listen, y'all know there's a lot of things we probably feel that way about, man. I know I've been procrastinating on a lot of stuff, and I was like, man, I could have did that, or I should have did that. Is there anything in your life or any day that you can sit here and reflect on? I'm sure we all can reflect on this. A time where you knew you should have went ahead and did something and you didn't do it, right? And then you see the consequences of that. You're like, why didn't I go ahead and why wasn't I obedient? Why didn't I do it? If you don't want to live with that regret, or the regret, then go ahead and be obedient, right? Again, when I think back on all the years that the Lord was telling me I needed to study more and I needed to pray more, and knowing what I know now about everything that was hinged on that obedience to answer that call, I should have went on ahead and got up years ago and started to study and pray more. Like when I first got the inkling, I should have did that. Who knows where the channel would be by now? Who knows where I would be by now? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Now, granted, again, all things work together for the good of those that love God. And so he's right on time regardless, right? Everything is right on time and that's perfect, right? But still, I can't help but think about, again, what life could have been if I was a little bit more obedient a little bit earlier, things of that nature. What if I had stayed consistent with, things that I was doing back in the day, about 10, 13 years ago, however long it was. All of those things matter, man. And so, again, just reiterating, you don't want to live in regret about the things that you didn't do. So, let's keep going. 2 Peter 3:9, it says, the Lord is not slow in his promises, in keeping his promises, as some understand slowness. Instead, he is patient with you, not wanting anyone to perish, but everyone to come to repentance. So, yeah, I mean, again, we often, ask the question, Lord, you could just come right now. Why don't you just crack the sky? And people use those type of things as mockery, right, for the Lord and things of that nature. Why don't God just get rid of the sin and not realizing that getting rid of sin means getting rid of you? Again, he gives us all the grace and mercy, every day. Again, I was reminded this morning as I was studying that, again, to God, a day is like 1,000 years. I can't, y'all go look in 1,000 days. Y'all can go look in the Bible and see which one of those phrases is right. But, regardless, he's on a whole nother, I guess, level when it comes to timing and stuff like that. So again, like anytime that we're sitting here thinking, oh God, why don't you do something right now? And blah, 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 blah. Like at the end of the day, again, the situations are right on time. A lot of things are held up because of us, because of you and me, and not necessarily because of him. And it's according to his plan and things of that nature. And I know we can sit here and ask the question, well, what about the bad things? That's according to his plan too? I would say, yeah, because he knows what we're going to do. So, yeah, I would say that even the bad things is according to God's plan. But that's not what we're talking about today, right? We're talking about too late or never too late. And so, in that regard, God is never too late. And in that regard, he is, patient with us and things of that nature. And so, again, I don't think we should take that for granted. I guess that's ultimately the juice this morning. You guys can go deeper. There's just a couple of verses in the Go Deeper section to peruse and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds about both of those things. But let's get into this Bible verse of today, and that's Lamentations 3:25 and 26. It says, the Lord is good unto them that seeketh him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Did you know that you can support us for just 99 cents a month? That's right, friends. You can support everything that we do here at GSL for just 99 cents a month. Take a look around wherever this post is. You might see a link or maybe even a button that says support. Go there, check out the options, consider supporting us because, we enjoy bringing you all the daily inspiration as well as the weekly talk show, but we have much, much more to come. Thank you so much for the consideration. Bye-bye.